everyone, thanks so much for stopping by today. Today we're going to be making vegetable garden quiche from Magnolia Cookbook, volume number 3. So we have not made a quiche yet on the show, and I love a good quiche when it comes to brunch or just having company over for breakfast, whatever it is, I love quiches. My husband does not like quiches, but he's not here, so we don't care. So we have all the ingredients here, let's get started. All right guys, our first step to make our garden vegetable quiche is to make our pie crust. So I have some butter here that's chilled. I'm gonna quickly just chop it up into small little pieces. And then we'll get our flour and salt together and then mix in our butter. Right, butter down. Now, let's add in our flour, our teaspoon of kosher salt, and our butter. And I'm just gonna use my hands to kind of just go at it. We all know at this point that I'm not a big person into pastry, the blender thing that you use for cutting up butter, I'm not good at that. So if you have a tool that works for, butter and combining the flour and the butter, let me know. Because I've gone through them all and I've never found one that I love. And I'd rather just use my hands. So that's your challenge. Once we have this, into small pieces, we'll slowly add in some cold water and then make that into a dough. And then we're gonna flatten it into a little ball and then wrap it tightly in some plastic wrap. And we'll let that chill for a little bit. All right, we're gonna add in our water. It's just ready now. I know I shouldn't be using a measuring cup, but my Pyrexes are currently busy. Right, we're gonna mix this up, form a nice dough. Definitely becoming doughy. You can always buy the store-bought crust, but there's nothing like homemade for me, so. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do use it though in a pinch, but if I have the time to make it, I'm gonna make the pie crust. Let's get this out of the bowl. Get all the junk off my fingers. And we're gonna flatten this into a nice round flat disc. All right, we are set. It is all ready to go. We're gonna let this chill for about an hour in the refrigerator. I'm gonna put this in plastic wrap, and in the meantime, we'll get everything else ready so that we can bake away. Now it's time to cut up our vegetables to get ready to put together with our eggs and throw in the oven. So I'm gonna start with my arch nemesis, which is the onion. And we just need 1/4 of a cup. So I already cut it out so I don't have to cry in front of you guys again. So I'm gonna quickly cut through this. I have my wet paper towel. I chilled it and I ran some cold water on it to try and not cry. So I'm trying to do everything to avoid the crying. So far, so good, but I don't want to jinx it. Okay. That is about 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit more. Okay, getting too crazy because I'm starting to cry. So I'm gonna move this out, put this in here, and then we'll cut the rest of it. All right, now that I'm done with the onion, let's get going with our asparagus, red pepper, and mushrooms. We'll cut them up and then we'll head over to the stove. She's such a good catcher and she's not catching today. All right, so all of our veggies are chopped up. Let's head over to the stove and get these cooking. All right, so we're at our stove. We're gonna heat up some of our olive oil here. It's about 2 tablespoons. And once I coat that, let me just coat the bottom. And we're gonna throw in about a cup of hash. I love that there's hash in this quiche. And we're gonna spread it out if it wants to. And we'll let this become golden brown for about 4 to 5 minutes. So we'll let this go for a little bit. We'll come back to it, stir it around occasionally, and add in the rest of our ingredients. All right, guys, it's time to add in our veggies. So we have our diced up mushrooms, onions, red pepper going in first, and then our asparagus and our garlic. We're gonna mix this around and we're gonna let this soften. So about 4 minutes we'll need. All right, well, so we'll let it come together about 4 minutes and I'll keep stirring and then we'll add some salt and pepper. All right, so it's been about 4 minutes. It is all softened and ready to go. We're gonna let this cool for about 10 minutes, and in the meantime, we're gonna prepare our eggs and our cheese. Okay, so while our veggies are chilling, let's get ready for our mixture with our eggs and our cream and our cheeses. So I already have the Asiago ready. It's already came, pre-cut or pre-shredded. So let's just shred up some of our Gruyere. Okay, so our Gruyere is ready. Now let's get to combine it. So we have our 5 eggs here. Just get the trash can ready. We're gonna whisk that together with our cream. Okay, now that that's all mixed, I'm gonna add in our Gruyere cheese and our Asiago. And we do need a couple more minutes for the vegetables to cool, so we'll give that a few more minutes and then we'll add them in here and then get our crust ready to go. Okay, so we have a little bit more time with our veggies chilling, so I figured let's get our crust ready to go. So I just took it out of the out of the refrigerator, and I am going to roll this out. It's cold, but it'll warm up. And we want to fit that. So we got some rolling to do. That would be terrible, right? I'm also gonna move this because I feel like I'm gonna knock this over. And this is precious, right? Can't have this go. A little bit more. Let's see how we're doing. It's not really a circle. Let's see. Oh, this works. Okay. So let's get it in there. Some spots need a little love, so I'm gonna add it in here with my fingers. Just going to get the edges off. This over here. Okay, our crust is ready. You know, one thing I'm not good at is making it look pretty on the edges. But that's okay. All right, so I'm gonna put this off to the side because I'm going to grab our now cooled veggies. And we're gonna throw this into our egg mixture. We're gonna give it a stir. And then we're gonna throw this in the oven. It smells so good. I wish I could capture it and just throw it into the camera because it smells delicious. Okay, stir it up. Let's get our dough, our crust here. We're gonna pour this in. Yeah. Even it out a little bit. Okay. Now this goes in the oven for, she says, let's see, 35 minutes. All right, time to throw it in there. See you back in 35. All right, so it's time to try our garden vegetable quiche. And I can tell you right now that I'm probably gonna love it because it smells so good. So let's dig in. I don't have a lot of veggies in this piece, but that's fine. So good. Oh my gosh, I just want to keep eating it. It is so tasty. Oh my gosh, I love this. Let me just take one more bite, you know? So good. I will definitely be making this for a brunch for my parents, and of course I'll have to make something else for Louis since we know he doesn't like quiche, but that is not a problem. This will be eaten up in no time. It is delicious. I love it. Let me know if you make it and you try it out. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by today to watch me make this quiche, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, now that I've done, first step is we make our flour. Nope, I messed that up completely. Okay.